good, y'all? It's your boy, Untamed, yeah, boy.
Hey.
Coming at you live for another episode of your favorite podcast. What? The man. What?
Yes, sir.
What?
Yes, sir.
What's going on with y'all boys? It go down
on?
every single time we touch this mic. You already know that.
Yes, sir.
I'm here with my favorite co-host, Khalil Jamal. Every time we on this mic, you already know. We heat this motherfucker up.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, my boy? How you feeling?
Man, I'm chilling, man. It's been a good week, good weekend. It's my Monday at my job, so, you know.
Oh God.
I'm feeling good. This is a pre-shift pod, so you know what I'm saying? We working double time.
Oh,
yes,
I just got off my shift, man. You know what I mean?
Welcome home, brother. Welcome home, man.
Welcome home. Happy birthday.
My boy about to kick his feet up and chill for the rest of the day. Yes,
hey,
sir.
shout out my brother, man. Shout out Damian. His birthday is tomorrow. I'm sure he gonna turn up.
Yes, sir.
September 30th.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So shout out Dom, man.
How's
It's your birthday,
Dom's
man.
turning?
You're old as hell now. You're old.
How
You're
old is he
old,
turning?
nigga.
How old is Dom turning?
He turning 29.
Damn.
Yeah, Dom Unk too. We Unks, nigga.
He
turning 29.
Yeah, Dom, your ass a Unk now. You ain't the young nigga
Dom
no
is
more.
Unk. Come on,
Dom ain't
Unk.
the young nigga no more. Damian, Unkion.
Time for you to settle down and have some kids, my boy.
Hey, take your time, Doms. Take your time.
Yeah,
nigga.
but let me take this time to thank all of our new subscribers. I want to thank all the fans that support
Yes,
us
sir.
week in, week
Yes,
out,
sir.
episode after episode. We absolutely appreciate y'all, and we absolutely love y'all. Y'all keep on supporting. We see all the comments across all of our social medias. Y'all engaging. I don't know what we did this week, but y'all on our ass.
Shout out to
but
the
it's all
TikTok.
good.
Shout out to the
Because that's
TikTok.
what we here for.
Shout out
You
to the
feel
TikTok.
me? Shout out TikTok. Y'all make sure y'all go at us all social medias at Man What Podcast.
Yeah,
and like I said, man, we just here for y'all. We here for y'all entertainment, and you know, we feel good doing it. So thank y'all.
Love it.
Shout out Gam Gam, because this
Shout out
is her
Gammy.
favorite podcast, man. Without Gam Gam, we wouldn't be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
None of us would be, honestly, none of us would be here without Gam Gam.
Come on
feel
now.
me? So
if your mama
shout out
ain't have
Gam
a mama,
Gam.
you wouldn't be here.
You feel me? Shout out your mama's mama, man. It's her favorite podcast. Y'all make sure y'all
Respect
throw us
Mother
on that big
Nature.
screen. Throw us on that big screen. We finna start the program, man.
The big one.
So let's
The
go
big
ahead
one.
and get into what we got for the slate today, man. What's up?
Man, yo. I want to start with the most pressing issue of the weekend, bro. Cardi being Offset. So, let me lay this out. Let me lay this out. Let me lay this out. So Cardi B gets on Instagram Live and she spits a freestyle. She spits a freestyle that sound hard too. It really don't even sound like a freestyle. It more so sound like
Where the fat niggas? Let me remind niggas. I've been cuffed up too long.
it sound like a song. It sound like a song she got going. So
now she was even spitting it in that cadence too. You feel me? So hopefully we got some Cardi music coming.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, but what's up?
So Offset hop in the comments because Cardi is on IG Live expressing her grievances like, you know, Cardi do. She get on IG Live and she talk her shit. So Offset hops in the comments and said, "Hey, you fucked the nigga while you was pregnant," basically.
Oh.
Now,
honestly, bruh, I think he did a little bit too much on that. I'm gonna
keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100. Niggas couldn't get me to say that on my deathbed, nigga. Are you fucking kidding? Yeah, that's
crazy.
I'm never airing that type of grievance on Instagram Live, my nigga.
I would have kept that to myself. Like, we gotta take that to the grave, baby.
You gotta hold that close to the chest, nigga, on some Wakanda forever shit.
And the messed up part about it is, the messed up part about all of it is that Cardi was so bold about it. She said, and did. Imagine your girl. Imagine you getting online, and this is not no regular relationship. Let me preface this by saying these are two superstars. We are all invested in this. And for her to get up there and just agree with that, ooh, Cupid just shot me in the heart. And I don't mean with a love bow. That nigga trying to kill me.
Sick. I'm gonna be sick, nigga. Are you kidding me?
I was sick for Offset.
Nigga, I would be sick, nigga.
Yeah, I was sad for him, man, cause I know, man.
That type of shit happen, nigga. You sit in the dark. You sit in a dark room. And nigga, you sit in a dark room, somebody come to your door, you be like, you good, bro? You be like, yeah, I'm straight.
That's tough.
That's man, super
bro.
tough. But
that shit hurt me.
But yeah, again, bro, I wouldn't have said that shit on live, but yo, my thing is, do you think Cardi actually fucked the nigga while pregnant? Or do you think she said? Because you know how your girl will say shit just to get you tight, and you be like, "Why would you even fucking say that?"
You know what? At first, I did. At first, when I first seen it, I thought she did. At first, you know what I mean? Because I'm just looking at Cardi's back. I'm just looking at the whole backstory of the relationship. You know, Offset has been caught cheating 95 times, 100 times. You know what I mean? He's basically slept with every super stripper and all this other type of stuff. All these girls.
Damn, it's super strippers.
Yeah. I mean, come on, bro. We talking about set here, bro. We talking about set.
No kill.
Like, come on. We not gonna discredit the Migos, bro. We talking about set. Like,
I'm saying no. It's super strippers. It's strippers, and then there's super strippers. What's the super strippers?
Yeah. It's the super strippers because the regular stripper, she just gonna dance and she gonna go home. You know what I mean? She gonna get her little 1-2 on and then she gonna go home. But the super strippers,
they got
the super
powers.
Strippers hitting that back room.
They got
them super
powers.
Strippers need 2K. And I ain't talking about the video game. I'm talking about that money. You give them 2K, and they busting it open. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So these are the type of women that we have caught Offset with multiple times. I know you remember a few years ago when Cardi first, because this is the second time that she's filing for divorce. The first time he got caught, you know, and she was on some. I'm not even trying to talk to you type shit. And we seen all the things that Offset had to do, gesture after gesture after gesture, just to get her back in good graces. You know what I mean? So, but as I've been listening to a lot of other podcasts and as I've been, you know, looking at comments online, my thinking about it kind of shifted. And then I'm like, you know what? A lot of females are saying that, you know, if a motherfucker gonna try to blow you up on Front Street, then we just gonna agree with it. You know what I mean?
For real.
Now that's kind of where my thinking is. That she probably just said it because, you know, we see the type of women the woman that Cardi B is. You know what I mean? Like she a real nigga. If you really want to get technical, Cardi a real nigga.
From
you know
the
what
Bronx.
I mean? So, on God. And I done lived there. I done lived there for years and years and years. So I know them type of females, like, they want to get under your skin. And I think that right there is a type of shit that'll get under your skin. Oh, motherfucker, you wanna blast me online in front of all these millions of people? So what? I did it.
Because the thing is, because look, the reason I feel like she did that is because that's not only embarrassment for her. If she confirms it, nigga, that's embarrassment for you too. So it's like,
but
so
bro,
if you want to blow
Cardi
me up,
said,
I'm gonna blow you back up.
Cardi said that she don't care. Cardi said that she'll blow up her own spot just to fuck you over. You know what I mean? You wanna play with me? I'm gonna play with you.
No cap.
She said it. We seen that live. We all seen that live. And I don't know, bro. I don't know if I really agree with that, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I gotta speak my piece on this, bro. I don't know if I agree with a woman that has a kid on the way having sex with another man. Now, I don't know if you've ever been in that situation where you laid pipe on something that was already baking in the oven. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've been in that situation, but I'm gonna be transparent here. I done did it. I done did it. Sure. You know what I mean?
Sure. I feel like we all have. No, I feel like I did it unknowingly though.
Yeah. Cause a lot of girls will be 1 or 2, 3 months and they don't really know yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Years ago.
So I done did it. Exactly. This was of course years ago, years and years when I was a kid. But I done did it before. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of looked at the girl different. Like, not different. I kind of just looked at her like, bitch, you dirty. Like, bitch, you a floozy. You know what I mean? Like, I did it. I did it though. I ain't fronting. I did it though. For sure. But I was still in the back of my head as I'm hitting that. I'm like, bitch, you dirty. Where is your baby daddy? What are you doing? You know what I mean? So, but like I said, I am guilty of that. But I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right. And so I know we in like the tail end of the city girl era and stuff like that, but it's just the images, bro. It's the images that a lot of these women are portraying. Though Cardi can do whatever she want, and though, you know, when women are hurt, they want to hurt you. You know what I mean? Yeah. But come on, like,
I think that's just, and here's my take on it. I really think she didn't do it, bro. She just knew that if she confirmed what he said, like trying to embarrass her, that it would just embarrass him more, because the text messages that follow showed that Offset still wants her, Offset still loves her, Offset still wants to be
of
her.
Course, of course, bro. So, of course.
So her confirming it is just like, okay, nigga, if you try to embarrass me, I'm gonna embarrass you too. So you're gonna I'm gonna confirm that, yeah, I did do that, and then you're gonna I'm gonna show these people you still want to be with me. So I don't think she did it. I think it's just one of those things where
because he did right. Because he did. No, you're right, but he did right. I don't know if y'all seen the comments, but I'm sure y'all did. He wrote, "The whole world knows that I don't want you." You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's where it falls into what you're saying, where she actually exposed the text messages. And mind you, those text messages were crazy. I mean. Well, somebody who's never been in a position like that wouldn't understand, because
real talk.
Basically, Offset was pleading his case, saying like, "Oh, so you don't want me?" Like, you know, and you could see in the tone of the text messages, he was like, "Oh, so you don't want me? All right." And I feel like we all been there. Oh, you know, I'm gonna leave you alone. Then he doubles back. I mean, cause Cardi on some heartless shit. She on, nigga, get up off me, leave me alone. But then he doubles back the next morning at 7, 8 a.m. and texts Cardi, "Hey, baby girl, can I beat my dick while you sitting on the phone?" And this the messed up part. Cardi ain't reply. Then the man swallowed his pride and sent the question mark like she ain't see it. Hey. Ah, man.
Hey. Hey, my nigga. Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
I done been there too, though. You feel me?
I ain't never asked that, but what I will say is,
you not a freaky man, nigga. You not a freaky man, nigga.
No, look. When you like the perfect timed leave me alone. Ooh, that shit sting, nigga. Ooh, that shit hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, leave me alone hurt like a motherfucker.
He hurt.
Okay, nigga, he's sitting in the dark room right now.
Oh God, but playing devil's advocate, deservingly so. You know what I mean? He did cheat multiple times. He was caught multiple times. This is Cardi B that we're talking about, a superstar. You know what I mean? She's up. And, he's wrong. I'm not saying that Cardi's right in the situation, but I feel like they're both wrong and they're both right. I don't know if that makes any sense, but they're both wrong and they're both right. She has her reasons.
I think they just wrong for putting it on the internet for public
Yeah,
fodder
yeah,
like
yeah.
this.
That's where I put the wrong part at for both parties. It's
Yeah.
on the internet. You already know all of us are invested. You already know that we're waiting for an album, Cardi. And I don't think that she intentionally wanted to put this out, but
Yeah.
at the same time she did go live and tell the world that, you know, I'm single, like I'm doing me. I'm blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? So we say it time and time again on the pod. Y'all, keep the shit off the internet. We don't need to know that your baby daddy is cheating. We don't need to know that your baby daddy don't take care of his kids. Like, we don't
Type
need
shit.
to know that.
Type
You
shit.
think
That's
that
just,
we up here having sympathy, but we really laughing at you.
Nah, that's real. That's real. Hey, but thank you because it gives us something to talk about on the Man What podcast.
Yeah. Appreciate the
No
content,
cap.
baby.
Appreciate the content. You know what I'm saying? We're going to clip this up. We're going to go to TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all that. So, you know, appreciate the content. But I do agree with you, man. I think this type of stuff, you just got to keep off the internet, man. Like, because it just opens and puts too many eyes and too many opinions and too many third party opinions in your relationship, which you don't need.
Exactly.
Man. Y'all got a family. Y'all got 3 kids together.
Because now the whole world is sitting here gossiping about the situation. And I don't think that really helps any of y'all. You know what I mean? It makes Offset feel like shit. Like I said, deservingly so. But I'm pretty sure that, you know, after she gets over her initial angry feelings and her initial wanting to expose everything, I'm sure she's gonna double back and be like, well, even in her head, like, damn, like, okay, maybe we should have kept that off the internet. Like, I don't want the clerk when I go to the fucking gas station to be asking me about Offset, you know what I mean? And telling me what I should do. And I don't want when I go get my car washed, I don't want the car wash people talking to me about this shit. Because like I said, these are superstars and we are all invested in this story.
I agree.
So
I agree.
Keep it off the net, man. Keep all that type of shit off the net, bro.
Keep it off the net. Yo. It's the year of indictments, dog. It is the year.
It sure is, man.
It is the big year of indictments. So, the first one I want to start with is the mayor of New York, Eric Adams. He is being indicted because it seems that he has been using campaign and political funds to fund his vacations to different countries, and they say he's raised over $10 million and kept certain funds, and they indicted him, man. And it looks like, I don't know if he's gonna do jail time, but it looks like he's not gonna be the mayor of New York much longer, y'all. So I don't really know too much about Eric Adams, but I do know that this was a big story this week. But yo, if you're doing some illegal shit, just know the feds is coming, man. Do you know anything about this that maybe I don't know? You better be fresh as hell.
Yeah. So basically, he was in bed with Turkey. Turkey was offering him certain hotels and certain fees and just certain perks that he wasn't supposed to accept, and he ended up accepting it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And basically the cause for alarm is that he's giving favor to a certain, you know, organization more than others because of the gifts that he has. So that's basically what it gets to. He is indicted by the feds. I don't know if he'll go to jail because he is a politician, and I'm sure that there are people higher up than him that are also in this.
And former police chief. So and cops go to jail.
Exactly. So I don't know if he'll go to jail. It is jail worthy. But basically, sure. I'm not surprised, bro. I'm not surprised by the story, though it's a tantalizing headline. I'm not surprised. We've seen this in politics
all the time.
Time and time again. Are we really shocked by this? No.
Look, we seen Trump do it.
Of course he's going to take the money.
We seen Trump do it. The first day Kamala was announced as the Democratic presidential candidate. She raised $88 million. Now let me ask y'all something. Do y'all think that she's using that $88 million just for the campaign? No,
Can
she's
be,
not.
can be,
You
can
can't be.
be.
So some of those funds that y'all dishing out to these politicians, bro, they're using it to buy Air Force Ones. Like, come on now. Like, maybe
Oh
not Air
God, like
Force
they're
Ones.
using it to buy cigarettes and they using
Yeah,
it
bro.
to
Like,
live a lavish life and be in these
come on,
presidential
bro.
suite hotels and
Come on, bro.
rental cars and all this stuff. Like all this stuff costs
Come
money,
on.
man. And when you, it doesn't matter how high in the government you are or how high on your high horse you are. Most people in situations where people are dangling money that you've never seen before in your face, most people
Yeah,
are gonna fold. You know what
that's
I
a
mean?
fact.
Especially if
That's
you never
facts.
had certain things in life. And like I said, we see it all the time with politicians. When you're in certain levels of politics, people want to entice you with
Yep.
certain things to gain favor with you, your organization, your company.
Yep.
And it's gonna continue to happen. You know what I mean? This
Of
isn't gonna
course.
stop with Mayor Adams.
Hell
It's
no.
not.
It's not. It won't.
It's not.
This won't ever stop because at the end of the day, politicians they raise funds to fund campaigns, and as long as that money is pouring in droves by the millions like that, bro, it's always gonna be like this. This is not gonna be the last indictment for a politician, y'all. This is just the nature of
Politics
the
is a
game.
dirty game, man.
Dirty game. You know what I'm saying?
Politics is a dirty game. So,
You know.
shout out Mayor Adams, man. He was misappropriating funds and he got his ass caught. You know what I mean? I
Hey,
think somebody snitched on him though. I'm not gonna lie.
somebody definitely snitched on him, and it probably.
I think
Hey,
somebody
look,
snitched on him.
look. I wouldn't be surprised if it was his cousin. You know, his cousin was Bishop Whitehead, the pastor that was stunting in the Rolls Royce and all that shit.
Hey, well that what I'm saying. Like, just look at that. Look at the pastor. The pastor was stunting Gucci Louis. He staged a fake robbery, just so that he could keep the church's funds. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, it's all about your morals when you get into politics and you get into higher positions, where you're over a certain group of people that believe that your intentions are good. You know what I mean?
Yep. Absolutely.
Hey.
Another indictment that happened. Obviously we talked about Diddy. They say that Diddy is supposed to be taking a stand for himself in this case, and a lot of people think it's a bad idea. I personally think that it's a good idea. I think hearing Diddy's account on all this, we need to hear Diddy's account on all the charges against him, because Diddy is somebody we've held to we've held at a high standard the past 20, 25 years, 30 years, almost 40 years, that I do think that the public and the people that have supported him over the years deserve to hear his side of the story, and he deserves to tell it, because the way he's been painted, again, we all this Diddy shit we've heard from courts and we've heard from public opinion. We still haven't heard from him yet, based on the only thing we've heard from him is the apology for the Cassie video coming out, and I feel like that's it. We haven't heard his opinion or what he has to say about the parties and all these girls now they're now coming out and alleging that he raped them, or he had some sexual misconduct with them. We haven't heard nothing from Diddy, and I feel like him on that stand, hearing his account, I do think that the public and especially the black community needs to hear that from Puff, and we need to hear what he has to say about the charges that have been brought up against him. So yeah, I'm interested to hear what Puff has to say. I do think this case is going to be highly publicized. I do think we'll see a lot of this case. Um and a lot of people are speculating that he's going to get up there and tell on other people. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Puff is going to get on his Nino Brown. I think Puff is going to go up there and explain, yo, these are my parties. This is what happens. These people are willing participants in some of the things happening, because at the same way some people have a terrible account of the shit that happened at Puff's parties, a lot of people participated in that shit willingly. So definitely interested to hear what Puff has to say for himself.
I agree. I agree. I think that Puff should get up there, and speak his piece. You know what I mean? Because if
For
not,
sure.
come on, the court of public opinion is gonna kill and crucify him.
Slaughter
We
him.
need to see, we need to see some humanity from Diddy. We need to hear his account. You know, because if you let the defense tell it, he's a horrible man. He did this. He did that. I think that him getting up there will get him some type of favor. You know what I mean? We seen it. We seen it in like the Tory Lanez and Meg case. Tory decided that he wasn't going to get on the stand, and look what that got him. 10 cold, hard years.
Facts.
In prison. You know what I mean? All just for trying to stand up for certain values that Tory had. But had he got up there and actually told his side of the story, I think we see a different case. I'm not saying that he wouldn't still have been found guilty, but I think that he would have at least gained more favor because they want to see your side of the story. They want to hear your mental at the time. Diddy can probably get up there and say, "Oh, we were all high out of our minds and this and that," and now that it's been years and years. Now everybody wants to come and landslide me all at the same time. This is really like. This is like a Me Too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you really think about it,
That's
a Me
exactly
Too.
what it is.
You know, and I'm not saying that all victims in this case are lying or whatever. That doesn't matter to me. What does matter is that we hear the truth. You know what I mean? Whether that's they say that there's 3 sides of the truth. There's your truth, my truth, and the truth. You know what I mean? So we at least need to be able to hear
the truth.
2 sides of the story. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, we need to at least hear 2 sides of the story just so that we could come up with our own conclusion. You know what I mean?
And look, y'all.
We've heard the stories.
And the thing is, Diddy is not a Harvey Weinstein. Diddy is he's in a job and in a field where it's music, y'all. Like, it's not that girls didn't find Diddy attractive. So what I'm saying is, a lot of these women were throwing themselves at him. This is not a Harvey Weinstein situation where he's an old, ugly white guy. Diddy was young. He was the guy when he was coming up. Like, Diddy was the guy coming up. This is not some fucking fly-by-night guy. He was the guy. Like, y'all got to understand that. So I do want to hear Diddy's account. I do think that a lot of these people can fabricate stories because public opinion is already on the side of like going against Diddy. So I think this is the time we need to hear his side too. You know what I'm saying? And whether we believe it or not, I do think he needs his side of the story out. So definitely interested in hearing what he says. And again, prayers to everybody involved. Another court case that's been highly publicized lately is the Young Dolph case, the Young Dolph murder trial. And there's 3 people involved. Justin Johnson, is that his name? Cornelius Smith, and then there's another guy who was good friends with Big Jook, which is Yo Gotti's brother. I forgot his name. Do you remember?
Was it Straight Drop?
Not Straight Drop. Straight Drop is Justin Johnson. It's the guy who was Jook's like right hand man. He kind of had like
his name.
Either way, all 3 of them are on trial right now. Cornelius Smith, who was one of the shooters, got on the stand and testified against Justin Johnson, who is also known as Straight Drop, and basically said that CMG and Big Jook offered Justin Johnson and him $100,000 to go through with the murder of Young Dolph. Cornelius Smith ended up testifying against Justin Johnson because after the murder, he was paid $500. And maybe a couple weeks later or something like that, he was paid an extra $300. So basically, Justin Johnson, Straight Drop, shorted him damn near $40K. And he testified against him. Now, let me tell y'all something. If you were trying to get away with this, that's not the way, my nigga. That's not the way. I'm not saying. Yeah, I personally don't think they should have killed him at all, just because like that whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think it's wrong. I loved Young Dolph. We all love Young Dolph. If you grew up in the South and you were there for that Young Dolph era, you know what his music did for niggas in the South. Um, but my thing is, if you're gonna split 100K three ways, right, and you're gonna short a nigga thousands and thousands of dollars like that, that's a recipe to get snitched on. He's not gonna give a fuck now. He doesn't have the money to shut him up. He doesn't have any reason to stay on your side. And after and Justin Johnson was actually convicted and sentenced to life in prison. And a couple hours later or something, he wrote an Instagram post saying he would never rat. A lot of people ate the cheese. And the thing is, yo, I think that's the stupidest shit he could have said because, dog, you didn't even try to get him to not snitch on you by paying him his money. You know what I'm saying? If you would have paid him his money, maybe he would have snitched, maybe he wouldn't have. But the fact that you gave him all that ammo to, go ahead.
I think that they took the money. I think that the money was paid out, but it just wasn't paid to him. And the reason why, I think, like, they were like,
nah, look, that's what happened. They paid Justin Johnson the $100,000.
But listen, I think that exactly, that's what I'm saying. The money was paid out to Justin, but it wasn't paid out to the other guy. And I think that the reason why is because he's like, well, shit, we just did a murder. Like, if you tell that I didn't give you the rest of the money, then we're caught. You know what I mean? I don't think that they planned on getting caught for this shit, right?
Nah, of course not.
And the fact that they did get caught, that's why everything is coming out like this. And then on top of that, like, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. But look at the type of people that we're dealing with. Like, we're not dealing with upstanding citizens. We're dealing with killers and robbers and whatever street type of dudes. You know what I mean? And with that comes, yeah, they paid me the money and I gave you $800. So what? What you gonna do? Come take it from me? Like, I'm a killer. You know what I mean? That type of shit. And and just like you said, obviously that's what took them all down. But they were caught anyway, right? But I think that's ultimately what caused the snitching, man, because it was unfair. It's just like the same thing in the XXXTentacion case. They robbed X for $50,000, and they only gave the dude who the dude who ended up testifying, how much they give him, like $2,000 or $5,000, something like that, some crazy shit, right? So when you're fucked over, in an instance like that, of course, I think most people in that situation would tell too, because it's just like, what am I upholding for? You know what I mean? Like,
and the thing is, yo, there's no honor amongst thieves, yo. Like, there's no honor amongst thieves. Like, this is one of those situations where y'all killed a highly publicized guy at the call of another highly publicized guy. Again, one of the Cornelius said he thought going through with this murder would have got him a record deal. He was trying to make sure his daughter had a good birthday. He was also known to have a drug problem. So, Justin Johnson probably felt like he could have shorted him out of that, because he already felt like, nigga, you not about to get no record deal. I don't give a fuck about your daughter, and you a junkie. So it's one of those situations where Justin Johnson, like you said, is like, nigga, you a smoker, nigga. I'm not about to give you no 40K, nigga. Fuck you. Come get it. Type shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But that type of arrogance and that type of is what got you told on, and ultimately what got you a life sentence. Now, Cornelius, he's gonna get some time too. He's probably gonna get cut a deal, but he's gonna get time. He's gonna spend the rest of his life in prison. And the third guy involved is gonna do the same. And one of the most interesting parts about Cornelius Smith's testimony is that he named CMG, not just Big Jook. CMG, because they told, like, when he got the message from Big Jook, the letter basically saying, we're gonna cover your lawyer fees if you happen to get caught. He didn't say I'm going to. Big Jook didn't say I'm going to cover your lawyer fees. He said we. Now that we implies that the call was made by both Big Jook and somebody else. So that's why I think there is a CMG RICO coming after this trial. And unfortunately, I do think Gotti's gonna be named in it, bro, because that just because of that letter he was written. He didn't say I'm going to send you this money. He said we. So, hey man.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Yo Gotti will necessarily be touching this, but the company is definitely
The company
gonna see some flack. Gonna see some flack from this.
Yeah, man.
I think that if they could prove that the funds did come out of like, you know, music or whatever like that, then they are gonna try to tie that company up and
unfortunately
ultimately shut it down or dial it back, or you know what I mean. So
yeah,
I think Yo Gotti right now is planning on that.
And I think that's super unfortunate just because CMG has some popping artists right now. If y'all like Glorilla is signed to CMG. I do think Moneybagg is too, isn't he?
Yeah.
Moneybagg, Mozzie. They have I think 42 Doug too. They have a stacked roster of just such talented artists. So for them to, you know, be named in a highly publicized murder trial like this, I wonder what that means for the artists, man. You know what I'm saying? I wonder what that means for those artists who are trying to get their debuts out, or trying to get their singles out, or trying to get their music out. It's very unfortunate, man. It's very unfortunate.
I guess we'll see, man.
But we will see. We will see. We're gonna move on to the next topic. I wanted to ask you a question. Will you be voting this year?
Yep.
You will be. Now, I don't want you to say who you are gonna vote for.
Oh, good, because I wasn't.
That's totally your business. I'll say this though. I won't be. You know what I'm saying? I won't be voting this year. And the reason I won't be voting this year is because I do feel like if you've been paying attention to the news, you know that there's a war going on across seas. Israel and Palestine, Israel and most recently Lebanon. And I feel like the government is so complacent in sending money to these countries that are just going out there and bombing kids and victims of war crimes, that it just makes me say, like, why should I be voting for you when you don't care about these people who are just heinously being murdered like this? Like, either way y'all vote, either way I vote, I'm still gonna have my jobs. I'm still gonna be decent because I'm an American citizen. So there is a level of protection that comes with this. But why would I vote? Either way, whoever wins, I'm still gonna have that level of protection. But why would I vote for either of y'all if I know that y'all are continuously gonna send funds overseas to have these kids murdered and jailed, and these women murdered, and these men taken away from their families? So for me, if you're voting, by all means, express your right, express your right to vote. But me personally, for the 2024 election, I will not be voting. I will not be. So I just wanted to say my piece on that. If you have anything to add to that.
I can definitely feel that. A lot of times I know that it feels like our votes don't necessarily matter in the way that we want it to. As far as the wars going on in other countries, you know, it's hard to make a call on that. You know what I mean? Because we are pouring so much money into them, and I think that we should really be worried about our economic situation right now as far as this depression or recession that we're in. You know what I mean? The prices, everything is up. But as far as the wars going on overseas, I think that we should care. But wars have been fought throughout time. You know what I mean? Over whatever. You know, so I don't necessarily know if we should get into that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these countries are our allies and stuff like that.
Of course.
And I know that as a nation, as a first world country, the nation that we are, we like to help other people. But I just think a lot of those resources should be allocated into our own economy. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, it comes out of our checks and it comes out of our taxes and stuff like that. I mean, there are people dying, but in the words of Cam,
that's terrible. Don't even say it. Please don't say it. Please don't say it. Well, I know what you mean, but don't say it.
In the world, and in the words of Cam, man, you know what I mean. So
yeah,
hey, you know, like I said, we should. My heart goes out to Palestine and Israel and everything that's going on over there. You know, it's terrible.
Sure.
But you know, I'm not saying that we shouldn't care about it. But like I said, I'm gonna just reiterate it. We should be allocating those funds to our economy. You know what I mean? So, sure. and I don't know. I don't know which president candidate will be able to do that. I think that they're both in agreement to continue to help. So, you know, I'm not against it, sure. But I just don't feel like either one of the candidates this year really have our best interests at heart. So, you know, it's kind of like a shit show.
Shit, any politician, honestly.
Yeah, either way, you know, I just want to be in a better position,
right?
You know, for these next 4 years, whatever that may be, sure. Whichever candidate can provide that for us. Sure. I think a lot of people feel that way too. We all just want to be in a better position, whether that be financially, whether that be having opportunities, you know, to feed our families and maybe better benefits at certain jobs and stuff like that. So, you know, whichever candidate is able to produce that for us, I think that that'll be the best one. It's a shit show, though. It's a shit show, so I'm sure a lot of people are taking your stance, too, and they're just like, it doesn't really matter if I vote for X or I vote for Y. What is it really going to change? You know what I mean? So vote locally, man. Vote for your mayor. Vote for your, your congressman.
Your district attorney.
Your district attorneys. Vote locally because that's really where your vote will matter the most because it actually affects you in your day-to-day life.
On God. Hey, I wanted to lighten this up because we got two more things on the pod before we got to end it, y'all. So the first one is, if you fly someone out, are you expecting them to have sex?
Of course. Like, what the fuck? I see this a lot online. I know a lot of women and a lot of people have different perspectives on this. Yeah. But coming from a personal standpoint, if I fly you out, I do expect to have sex. You know why? Because I could just have personal time with somebody that's a little bit more closer to me. Like, why? Yeah. You know what I mean? Why would you want to be flown out? That's like a long distance relationship where now you're able to be around the person. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think that any woman that decides that she's going to let a man fly her out and wine and dine her and all this other shit, but not have sex. I'm not saying you have to. To each his own, do whatever you want to do. If you don't, do whatever you want to do with your body. But I just feel like if that's not your intention to come and be courted and for that to lead to, a relationship or whatever it may lead to. If that's not your intention, then why are you even getting flown out? Like, are you just trying to take the perks? Yeah. Why are you getting on a plane to come meet a guy that you don't see yourself with, that you don't see a relationship with, that you don't see having sex with? You know what I mean? Just don't fly out. I'm not saying you have to come and have sex, but if that's not in the plans, if that's not something that you're comfortable with, then just don't go. Don't go. Because then you're just using the person and you're giving the illusion that at some point, because we're men, like men are men. You know what I mean? When we fly a woman out, yes, I'm not saying it's only for sex, but it's for a relationship. It's for companionship. It's for, you know, certain aspects. Different men are different, but those are along the lines. And if I feel like a lot of women in this time think that men are just to be used. Men are just to give them money and to fly them out and let them take their Instagram pictures and ride in these nice cars and be courted just for them to shut it down when it's time for the man to get what he wanted out of the situation or what he hoped to get out of it. You know, so I just don't agree with the whole fly out and I didn't come here to fuck. A lot of women aren't like that, but there are a certain facet of women that
before you get flown out, we gotta
get
on freaky time. We gotta get on freaky time on Facebook, FaceTime or something.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like if your intentions aren't to do it, then don't come. Why are you coming? What is your purpose of coming? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about the situation, you know.
Hey,
do what you got to do.
I feel the exact same way. Look, if you get flown out, look, I got to know we going to close the deal, cuz to me it's just a waste of time. I just got a bitch from Chicago or fucking New York in my house now here just sitting on Facebook or on Instagram or on Twitter, like just sitting here when I could have a girl from the city I'm from pull up and I don't have to pay a fucking $500 round trip ticket. So it's like,
you know what I mean? $1,000 round trip ticket, $1,500 round trip ticket. You know what I mean? Because some women are bougier and fly first class, and you know you want to impress them, but you know what's the point? What's the point if you're not coming?
Ain't no point.
What's the point of you going on these trips and I think a lot of women are just facetious. I think a lot of these women are facetious online, and they want to make themselves seem holier than thou, like they're not gonna come out.
But in real life, they busting it down.
Well, come on,
in real life, they busting it down. Nah, for real. In real life, they busting it down. No cap.
Yeah.
No cap.
Yeah,
I agree.
I don't believe everything that I see online. A lot of these women is cap. You know, if a dude fly you out and he's taking you on a trip.
CAP?
He hitting that. Come on. Let's be honest. We grown here.
Oh, God. Y'all be trying to make it seem like niggas ain't running up in you. Stop the cap.
Come on, bruh. You're not going to get flown to Dubai and play around. Like,
come on, man.
Nigga leave you in Dubai.
You look, and that be y'all believing these hoes.
Fly yourself back.
Hey, look, I'm jaded. I don't believe shit a bitch say, nigga. Nothing. And that may be bad, but I don't believe in these hoes, my nigga.
You get flown out and not want to pop if you want to. A nigga had your ass like Future did that one girl. Left her in the hotel and never came back.
Look, oh, no, God, nigga, you going to be sitting in the city you don't know, nigga. You gonna stay in this bitch until your flight there in 2 days.
Hey, and you ain't bring no money, so now you can't do shit in the city. You just gotta sit in the telly.
Your ass eating ramen noodles.
Don't fly out if you don't plan on having any type of relationship. You know, get to know a person first. You know what I mean? And then I think, like, even if you do have a long-term relationship, if you get to know a person enough to be able to fly you out, I think that there's an understanding there, like, okay, we're trying to be closer together. You know what I mean? Sure. Bitches make it seem like niggas are just gonna fly them out for free and court them and all that other shit, and they just not. Like, come on, bro. And then why would you even get flown out? Why would you accept the flight from a dude that you're not attracted to? Physically, sexually.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, a lot of them lying, or they doing it for the Instagram pictures, just to look like they traveling on their gram. Like, that's what y'all doing.
That's wild.
But let's get up out of here, bro. We got one more thing, bro. You gotta tell the people your word of advice for the week, man. For the week.
Okay, I got a perfect word of advice. Word of advice. We going back to the Cardi and Offset thing. Man, look. I want to get serious right now. If you got a problem, if you going through something in your life, whether it's with your partner, whether it's with your family, whether it's with your friends, you know what I mean? I'm going to say it again. Yeah. Keep it off of the internet, right? Man. The internet is not a place that you come to for support and this and that. Though they may be those people that support you, A lot of people are laughing at you. A lot of people don't care to know your personal business. Some things are better dealt with in that situation with that person, whatever situation it is. It doesn't have to be aired out on the net. You see what's happening with this Cardi B and Offset shit. We're gossiping. We're laughing. We have our opinions. Blah, 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 blah. Like, do you really want random people that you don't know to have an opinion on something that should have been kept to yourself? Do you really want your boss and your coworkers and your mom and your dad and your friends to all know your business all at once and be able to put their 2 cents in? You know what I mean? You can call these people. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. I think at first when people are vulnerable and they're in an emotional state, they go to the internet to be able to vent and to be able to just have people agree with them. But as time passes, you see most people realize that wasn't the right decision. You know what I mean? Because now everybody's in your business. Keep your business your business. Word of advice, keep that shit off the net. Learn to handle things in real life. You see this body, you see these arms, you see this head. This is real, right? Keep it here. We don't need to see it typed up. You know what I mean? And that's my word of advice, man. Keep that shit off the net. Handle your problems where they should be handled, and that's at home, and that's in the company of the ones that you want to get the point across to.
All right, brother, take us out of here.
So, you just got done watching another episode of the Man What Podcast. Man, what?
Man, what?
We had some really pressing topics today. We had a great pod today, man. Thank y'all for staying. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you made it to the end of this video, make sure you click one of these videos on the left or the right of the screen. Just to continue your journey. We are almost 50 episodes in. I'm sure you'll find an episode that you love. Y'all make sure y'all follow us on all social media at Man What Podcast. It goes down every single week. Every single week. It's your boy BP Untamed. Yeah. You know I'm here with my favorite co-host Khalil Jamal, man. Shout out Gam Gam. We love you. Put us on that big screen before we
love you, Gam.
Love y'all, man. Y'all stay tuned in for the next episode of Man What. We coming to you real soon. Peace.